Good morning and day 2 at Disney. This is going to be when it gets real, having a daily vlog, because Dash just decided he didn't feel like sleeping last night.
Exactly. We've been testing the peanuts thing because we know lots of kids are allergic to peanuts, but what we found out is that Dash is allergic to sleep.
Not only that, but like if you watched our last daily vlog, I haven't been to the grocery store in like a week, so we don't have stuff for coffee at the house.
Yeah, so the but first
Double
coffee.
Whammy.
I know the but first coffee thing is not even a thing right now because we can't even make coffee. So we're going to explore Fort Wilderness Campground here, and we're gonna find some coffee. And we also need to check the bus routes for the events starting tomorrow as well. So let's get started.
But check Dash out. He looks happy. Hey, buddy. Okay, maybe he looks kind of sleepy too. Are you laughing at how goofy Mommy and Daddy are this morning?
Okay, we're almost at the front, and we have 2 goals in mind. One is hopefully they have coffee. But 2 is to check the bus schedules. We're here for the marathon weekend, and it is operated by a company called runDISNEY, which operates independently from Disney. That being said, they have contracted out with a company called Mears to provide bus transportation to and from the starting, I guess, area. So that is the plan.
The long and short of it is that there's a lot of logistics to doing a runDISNEY race. And one of the best ones about that is that they start all of the races at 5 a.m., which means you get to show up for the corrals at and the buses to take you there at like 2:30 to 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. When I signed up for all 4 races. It's called the Dopey Challenge. I just assumed that the races would start at normal time, 8, 9 a.m. They all start at 5, like Lauren said, with the buses departing at around 2:30 a.m. That's gonna be 4 consecutive days getting up at 2:30 a.m. That might be the hardest part of this whole weekend. So we just found out the bus schedule.
It's as bad as I thought it would be.
The good news is the buses run every 15 minutes. That's the good news. The bad news.
No other good news.
The bad news is that the first 2 days for the 5K and 10K, the buses start at 3 a.m. And since I'm in the first corral, I need to be in the 3 a.m. bus.
For context, the race doesn't start until 5. So
That's
you
right.
have 2 hours at the you-know-what of dawn.
Yeah.
To hang out.
Yeah, and hope for good weather, so you're not sitting there in the starting corrals too long. But on Saturday and Sunday for the half and full marathon, the first bus leaves at 2:30. So half an hour earlier, it's already early. I don't even see the point of going to sleep at that point. On a positive note, they did say that if we were leaving from one of the other resorts, not Fort Wilderness campsite here, sometimes at 2:30 a.m. for the first buses, there's like hundreds of people waiting. Fortunately, not a ton of runners stay here at Fort Wilderness. So pro tip, if you're coming for like a runDISNEY race, stay at Fort Wilderness. You'll have easy access to the buses. So that is a positive. That is a pro. Beyond that, according to those logistics, I will have to be asleep by 6 p.m. today, and it is already 10 a.m. That is 8 hours from now. That is most likely not going to happen. We'll see how this goes.
But there wasn't coffee in the lodge. Okay, so
there you go.
Gotta go to the back Fort Wilderness to find coffee. So that's what we're gonna do.
We are here. We need to get to here. We just made it to the settlement area in the back of Fort Wilderness campsite, apparently, or campground. Apparently, this is where you can find the coveted coffee. There's the menu. Oh, sandwiches, beverages. Oh, beverages. Yes. Oh, that looks yummy. S'mores latte. Mmm. Oh, somebody's yawning.
I'm not the only one.
Oh, I missed it. Little baby Dash was yawning too. I got a coffee secured. This is a s'mores. Interesting fact, they of course have regular milk, but if you're looking for coconut or oat milk, they do not have it. They only offer soy and what I've seen for the very first time here, rice milk. So he gave me a sample of the rice milk to try and it's not bad. So I made my latte with rice milk instead.
I'm more of a hot tea person. They didn't have any tea, so I'm just gonna make something back at the Airstream. It is what it is.
Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Disney, shame, need more tea options. Okay, so today is bib pickup day, and we're headed over to ESPN's Wide World of Sports to pick up the bib and, participate in the expo.
Well, and because this is a daily vlog, we'll throw in a little bit of what it looked like the last couple of hours while we worked and got some stuff done. Because this is technically a Wednesday for us and a work day. Baby Dash obviously loves his job. We're training him early. Hashtag boss baby, anyone?
Nothing. Daddy Sherpa made a huge mistake. First time I've made this mistake. While we were inside working, it rained. And one of us forgot that the stroller was outside, and now it is completely soaked. So that sucks. But I've got this handy dandy little towel. I'm hoping that will dry some of it up so that Dash can ride in it. But yeah, big slip up by Daddy Sherpa. Okay, the expo is approximately 7.5 miles from this campground. So GPS says it should take around 14 to 15 minutes. Let's go.
Technically, we could take the buses to the expo, but it's easier if we're on, or if we take the truck, because then we're on our own schedule, because the buses come at certain times. But we've been told that because we are staying here at the campground, this little lovely piece of paper that they gave us means we have free parking at the majority places.
Yeah, I think she said anywhere on campus, but anywhere on any of the properties.
Except for Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
Because they do not have a parking lot though. So, there you go.
Yeah.
What you doing, buddy? Just eating your car seat straps? That's lovely, dude.
He's lucky it's not Thanksgiving anymore.
So random.
We're headed over to something called an expo, and when you have huge running events, there's typically an expo where you have, vendor gear. Occasionally, there's socks if you've forgotten socks. Some of them will even sell shoes. Lots of running fuel in case you forgot some of that stuff. But this particular expo is for Disney Marathon Weekend, and what's highly coveted is the Disney merchandise. And they have very limited edition Disney race weekend merchandise that goes so quickly. So quickly, in fact, that there's a virtual queue that you have to enter. The earliest you could enter it was 8:30 this morning, and then people will just stand online for hours waiting to get in and so on. We've skipped all of that jazz. We're just going for the bibs. which means we shouldn't have to worry about any of that stuff. But in terms of like a line to get into the expo, no clue. We're about to find out.
And to note, it's not that we're skipping all that jazz with the Disney stuff because we don't think it's cool. It's just that, well, we live very minimalist lives, and if we did everything like that for every one of the events that we went to, well, we'd have so much crap that we wouldn't be able to like live in the Airstream.
We totally would. And there are some, like, I would definitely want like a Dopey finisher jacket, but I know those are like the first to go. And there's some really cool like Dopey challenge, you know, pins and things like that. But again, like she mentioned, there's nowhere to put it.
But these events, these expos are usually huge, like massive, massive warehouses of all things runner stuff. So, should be interesting to check out how Disney does this.
One of the things I'm most excited to find out is which corral I'm going to be placed in. There's going to be different corral assignments for the 5K, the 10K, the half, and the full.
Pause.
Now, if you're not familiar,
what is a corral?
If you're not familiar with a corral, think of them as gates that you just sort of like, you would herd cattle into a gate.
That's exactly what they are.
That's exactly right. And then the race will start in waves. So like corral A or 1 or whatever they call it would be the first wave that goes off at, you know, the start of the race.
That's the crazy fast people.
That is typically the crazy fast people. And then typically towards the back of the pack you have, you know, usually your slower runners.
And walkers.
And walkers.
Tons of walkers at Disney.
Yeah, and you know, that's another thing. There's definitely tons of runners and walkers, and I have respect for them all. Anybody that finishes these distances, kudos to you. It's a huge undertaking. A lot of people have trained for months for this, so kudos to everybody participating. Nice.
All right, we're starting to encounter some traffic.
I thought by coming later in the day there would be fewer people, but there's still a ton of people. I guess it's relative, right? Maybe this morning there was even more. That being said, it is day 1 of the expo, and those are usually the busiest days.
Of the marathon.
The Dopey challenge, please take a left, then you have a race, you're going to mountains to your right. So they have a section specifically where you don't get to take a right, you take a left. The crazy left for everybody doing the crazy Dopey challenge. Here we go. This is the packet pickup for all the people who aren't crazy enough to run multiple races, and this is what it is for Daniel.
Okay. Okay, good. Perfect. Thank you so much. Good news, there's 2 bibs. There's one for the 5, 10K, and there's one for the half and full marathon, so I've got technically 2 bibs. Right there, the letter is corral, or they call them waves too, wave assignments, and I got A, which is the first one. That's really good. That means there's fewer people in front of me, and I can go zoom zoom. Not that I should for 4 races because I would make it to day 3 and 4, but still, AA, first wave. Yes. Okay, so cool.
Welcome to the expo. This is not the Disney specific one. This is just the normal one. I told you these things were huge.
Behind me, you've got all 4 race course maps. It's always kind of cool to see what the course looks like before you actually run it. I've taken a look already, and let's just say that there aren't going to be any personal bests happening this weekend. But this should be a really, really good time because I've heard from friends that there are like Disney characters scattered throughout the race, and that for me, that's my numero uno goal, getting some photos or video with some Disney characters. I just heard from a fellow runner that tomorrow for the 5K, it's expected to rain, which not too bad for a 5K, but if you're running a marathon, you would not want it to be raining. Bad news bears.
These expos are known for having a lot of big box stores, so not a lot of places to get to Wanderlocal, but we did find one really cool new vendor that we are pumped about. Shreddable Shell. They created this jogger that you throw on over your running clothes so that you can stay warm inside of a corral while you wait. Pretty epic for any kind of race. So we got a couple for the London and the Berlin Marathon later this year.
Now that the bibs and swag bag with some shirts and stuff is secured, it is 5 o'clock, and according to my math skills, I need to be in bed in an hour, and that includes figuring out what the heck I'm gonna eat for dinner, figuring out what I'm gonna wear for the race in the morning, prepping my coffee for the morning, which is gonna be black coffee now at this point because we don't have any.
Still haven't gone to the grocery store.
Still haven't gone to the grocery store yet. Gosh, yeah, so much to do.
But
And
Dash is sleeping. So
Dash is sleeping?
We're winning on some accounts.
Yeah. If you saw yesterday's video, then you know that Dash has not been sleeping, which means going into this race sleep deprived.
That wasn't yesterday. That was this morning.
Was that this morning? No, what day is? I have no idea where we are right now. I'm so tired. There should be like a first daddy challenge, and literally the only challenge is just like getting up and functioning throughout the day. That is the challenge. Okay, well, back to the camper we go. Let's do this.
Successfully managed to keep Dash asleep in the transfer. Mom wins. Quick change in plans. I just Googled it, and the grocery store is only 10 minutes from here since we have already driven 10 minutes away from the campground. So that's the reason I haven't made it to the grocery store yet. Between all of this stuff and the work stuff that we've been doing today, getting to a grocery store 20 minutes away and 20 minutes back, too time consuming. So now it's only 10 minutes. We're gonna go get the basic essentials so that Daniel can have creamer with his coffee in the morning, and we can figure out something quick and easy to eat for dinner. Win.
What's up?
Can you tell Dash loves going to the grocery store?
Zoom, zoom! We're gonna catch Mommy! Whee! What do you think, buddy? Yeah? We need to do some fast food shopping here so Daddy can get to bed. Whee! Oh my goodness! This is so much fun! Whee!
Groceries secured. And back to the Airstream.
With plenty of time to spare. I have to be asleep in 15 minutes.
About that. All right.
Yeah.
Dad and Dash.
Ooh, okay. So
First of all, what do you have on your legs?
this is for recovery. My
From
legs
what?
are already a little sore
From running?
From running because I started training 2 weeks ago for this race. It's neither here nor there, but this will help. So I'm gonna hit this up a little bit before I go to bed.
They're blow-up pants.
They're blow-up pants. Yeah, they compress, squeeze out the bad stuff. Essentially, that's the easiest way to put it.
Dash seems to like it.
He does. Oh, let's take a look at see what I got here. I got a poster.
Fancy.
Fancy. I've got my racing bibs.
Winning.
Super excited about that. I see some shirts in there. Let's see what they gave us. Oh, that's pretty legit. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Okay, what is this? This is the, what's that say? Dopey Challenge t-shirt. Whoa. This is the, what does that say? Oh, Goofy Challenge. The Goofy Challenge is just the half marathon and full marathon. Also crazy. And then we've got, I like the colors. It's kind of like it's got a whole 90s vibe to it. This is for the marathon.
Cute.
It's pretty cool. It's got the whole like Saved by the Bell vibe here.
Totally.
I think so. And then you've got, which one's that? This is for the half marathon shirt. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a, what is that, lime green? I'm not really sure. Aqua? I don't know.
Aqua.
Anyways, and then here is the, which one's this? This is the 10K.
Holy moly, they give you a ton of shirts.
Chippendale. These are all long sleeve shirts, and we're in Florida.
That's logical.
That's logical, yeah. And here is the 5K. I'm kind of digging the 5K shirt.
Ooh, it's very
yellow.
bright.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is, oh, I forgot his name. That's not the dog. The dog. Whatever the dog's name is. Comment below, because I can't believe I'm from Orlando and I'm forgetting the dog's name. Anyways. And then we got some other stuff. I think that's, oh, there we go. This is the 10th anniversary of the Dopey Challenge and the 30th anniversary of the runDISNEY marathon weekend. So people have been running this crazy race for 10 years. That's pretty cool. This is like a luggage tag, I guess. Yeah, kind of cool. I'm digging it.
Well, while Daniel does his blow up leg things and Dash plays with it, I'm gonna make dinner. I have to say, probably my favorite thing about this really ridiculously crazy weekend is the fact that we are going to try to go to bed at 6 p.m. and considering
What time is it now?
6:30. Oh, you can see it in the back.
You go
Yeah.
to bed at 6 and you get up at 2 a.m. You get 8 hours sleep. Anything
Yeah.
after 6, it's less than 8 hours.
Yeah.
But Lauren, we have been sleep deprived for months, so we've been training for this. At least, yeah, we've both technically been training for this. I don't know what sleep is anymore, so
Yeah, about that. So, at least we might get a little bit more sleep. Stay tuned. Check in with us tomorrow in the next vlog in our 7-day Disney vlog challenge for how we actually sleep tonight. Because I promise you that you don't want to have to experience even via video. Okay. Until tomorrow, friends, if you get the chance, make sure to wander local. Because, as you know,
it's good for the soul.
bye for now, y'all.